Here are 17 proven ways to generate leads and sales for your business. The first is creating a lead magnet with email marketing. And the whole point of this is to generate leads and warm them up. So we want as many email addresses as possible, but we want to nurture them so they end up being a paying client at the end. This might look like a downloadable guide where your services can benefit that particular industry. It's often aimed around providing value. So it could be even a recording of a workshop that you've done to provide value, or a recording of their business to give them a free audit. It could even be exclusive offers or perhaps a quiz that tells them what type of, let's say, video content is going to be the right fit for them. However, what can sometimes be easier is partnering with a strategic partner, so a local business that complements your services, and ultimately they can act as the salesperson for you. So let's say if we're doing video production or photography, we might want to team up with web developers or web designers, let's say, so we can utilize and leverage their sales with their clients to then upsell them onto the content that we provide. Looks like a great partnership, really good way to scale your business. But you are going to need some social proof, and that's where you're going to want to leverage testimonials and case studies. So just build out a case around some of your clients. You can ask them a couple of questions on camera and try and film a video testimonial, or at least get a text-based testimonial, maybe something on Google Review. So then anyone who considers using your business, there's proof that you can actually deliver on it. Now for you might already have some existing clients, so a client referral program is going to be great to scale up your business. This might be something like giving them an exclusive offer. We'll do another video or some photos for you for free if you can successfully refer us to someone else that you know, or even just asking them at the end of the project, are you happy with this? Have you got anyone that you know of that could benefit from our services? Client referral strategies are really, really key, because if they love you, they should be happy to recommend you to someone else. And if that someone else trusts that person, which they will, then the chances are they're also going to trust you and you become an obvious choice. However, it becomes really challenging inside your business when you've got a potential client coming to you that's been referred, and then they say, okay, can you send us over some examples of your work? And you don't have anything to give them because you haven't focused on a niche. You've just done a bit of everything, and now you're like trying to pull videos together that just don't fit. And then you think, I'm just not going to make this sale because I can't show them what I can do, even though deep down I know that I can provide this bit of content for them. So my focus here is niching down and absolutely own it. Focus on a specific niche that's profitable and is something that you enjoy. Focus on working on that area and generating sales for that, and then diversify as time goes on. People buy from specialists, so you have to build authority, and that's what having a niche and owning it does. If I could ask you a real quick question, if you're a filmmaker, photographer, or video editor, and you're trying to grow your business and perhaps finding it a little bit difficult at the moment, particularly when it comes down to sales, just hit the subscribe button for me. We've got so much valuable information on this channel that will help you grow your business further. We've also got a free workshop that I'll link in the description below. It takes about an hour of your time to go through, and it's pure actionable content that you can leave with a page full of notes to implement in your business right now. Strategy 6 is our strategic cold outreach. Now, this is actually something we cover at length in our workshop, and we give you frameworks to email campaigns, personalization, what you need to be saying in order to win a client and make a sale. But you have to be using this if you want quick wins for your business. So this could look like a personalized email, a direct message on social media, or even a cold call. You have to ask yourself the question, how do people even know you exist? And the chances are they won't unless you go out there and ask them if they're interested in using your services. But they're going to do the same thing as I mentioned earlier, which is their background check on you. Can you actually do what I'm looking for? Can you help me overcome a challenge I'm facing in my business right now? So if you're a photographer and I want to showcase more of my work or my products, then that's a great solution to the challenge I'm having, but I'm going to want some evidence that you can back that up, which is why my next strategy is content marketing. But this isn't just posting content like you usually would. This is understanding about how to become a trusted expert in your field. So think about questions that you frequently get asked that you could post on social media to attract more attention and position you as the expert. So for instance, how much does a photography shoot cost? Or how long does it take to edit this video? Or what are some strategies behind YouTube editing that keeps audience retention, for instance? Whatever those questions are that you frequently get asked, create some content around that and post that on social media as part of a content marketing strategy. Which leads nicely on to using Instagram for leads and not likes. You need to use Instagram like a lead machine. So that's posting behind the scenes content, tagging clients that you work with. When you get new followers, direct message them, particularly if they look like they're going to be a potential client for you. Start that conversation. It takes some time to do, but it's so successful when it's done correctly. However, if most of your clients are on LinkedIn, then you want to look at a LinkedIn automation strategy. This is where we're going to connect with potential clients using platforms like Linked Helper and Sales Navigator or DuckSoup, so we can expand the people who are aware of us within our niche. We're going to post content, showcase behind the scenes, and send these people direct messages to see if they're interested in working with us. However, I would always lead on providing value first. Wherever you can start a conversation by providing value to someone is going to be the key for getting that sale across the line later on. Because let's face it, hardly anyone in this world has ever bought from someone saying, "Hey, I'm a videographer. Do you want to come and buy from me?" Provide value, give them an offer they can't refuse, book them in on a discovery call, and have that conversation with them about working together. Now, you might think Facebook is dead in the water. Who even uses that anymore? But I tell you what, Facebook groups are still very much alive if you find the right ones, and there are constantly people out there looking for creatives to help support their objectives. So that's filmmakers, editors, photographers. You need to join niche-specific groups where you can answer questions, provide value, and take any opportunities that come up. You're probably thinking there's quite a lot here, right? And there's still 7 more to go. At the very end, I'm going to give you a strategy which will condense all of this, and it's what I use to scale our business fast and answers the question of, well, what one would be best for me? Before we get there, however, I would recommend creating a low-ticket offer. So with any package that you do, you want to have 3 options: bronze, silver, and gold. A low ticket one for those clients who potentially have less to invest. A high ticket one for those clients where, great, they've got lots of money to invest. And most people go for the middle one, which then all of a sudden positions it as a bit more of a happy medium. If you don't have this, you could be losing out on opportunities to upsell and create more money, but also take advantage of those people who have lower budgets to spend, but you can still do a great job for. Now, without a doubt, going out there and getting clients and letting them know that you exist is a really effective strategy, and it's often the best for getting some quick wins and quick sales under your belt. However, the best sales conversions and the easy ones always come from people coming to you. That's a much longer term strategy, and it revolves around marketing, people knowing who you are, and then coming directly to your business. But they're saying, "Hey, I think I would love to work with you. Let's have a conversation." That's much easier than you go into someone else. So the next few strategies is going to be more focused on that. So paid ads are a great way to do this. So Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever your niche and your customers are hanging out, I would recommend putting a small bit of budget behind some paid adverts there, because this is a really quick way to put your brand in front of the right businesses. For the content, use things like client testimonials, case studies, show reels, and always have a call to action where they can book a meeting in with you or fill out a lead form and give you their contact details to follow up with. This is great for creating an ultimate lead magnet, but does need a little bit of money to get started. However, there is something that you could do for free, and that's SEO optimize your website. Have a fast, mobile-friendly website which has a portfolio, pricing, and contact form, and SEO optimize it. There's lots of AI tools out there that will help you do this, but we're looking at keywords. So let's say photographers in your location are some keywords that should come up throughout your website, so that when people are searching on Google, Google says, "Oh, this matches this website," and it's more likely to show you above any of your competitors. If you want an add-on to that so people can organically find you, head over to Google My Business and optimize your business profile by uploading, again, images, videos, client testimonials. Filling out that profile will enable Google to recommend you above anyone else who hasn't done that. Tip 14 might sound old school, but it's utilizing press and PR. Any kind of PR is great for your business to shout about. So we're talking about local awards that you can go and enter for. We're looking at local magazines, any articles or anything that you've done that's notable. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of newspapers are happy to write about literally anything because they need the content. And it's a great way for you to elevate yourself above all of the competition and actually use it on your website and for your own marketing tools to say, "Hey, yeah, we've been featured for this, that, and the other." And it will build out credibility and show any potential customers that you're actually a business that knows what they're talking about. A great way to show credibility is to build out a workshop or to do a free event. This doesn't have to be long, but it's a great trust building tool where you can do a 10, 20, 30-minute workshop and actually just explain about your expertise, provide value to people who have joined your workshop, whether that's online or in person, and it positions you as a clear expert. Again, you can utilize this for marketing. Or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, join a podcast. Be a guest on a podcast. Again, podcast hosts are always looking for guests to talk to. And don't assume because you know something that everyone else does. Have some confidence. Talk about your craft. Talk about what you're passionate about. And then again, utilize that as marketing, and it will position you away from everyone else in the market. A common mistake I see people make when they're trying to grow and make more sales is that they forget about their old clients. It's almost like they do the work and then they're so busy wondering about the next project and doing work for that they forget about existing clients. So go back through the archives of every client that you've worked from and try and reignite that. Go through those inbox DMs for the last 6 to 12 months, drop them a message. Hey, just touching base, wanted to see how things are at the moment, or following up from conversations that you might have had from them before. For instance, hey, we spoke about 6 months ago about doing a video project together. Obviously that never came to light. Are you in a better situation now to talk about something like that? Or potentially even give them a brand new offer. Now, I did promise you, and I completely empathize, that there are so many ways to generate sales and leads for your business in order to grow, but where should you start? What's going to be best for you? Well, if you are a photographer, a videographer, or a video editor, and you find yourself in that situation, and maybe if you watch this part far in the video, then chances are your business probably isn't at the position you want it to be, then take an hour out of your time, go and join my next free workshop. The link is in the description below. This is taken from one of my live events. We've cut out all the fluff and just got straight to the pure actionable information. I'm going to show you what strategies work best. I'm going to give you the email templates and frameworks that we use to generate new meetings with clients. And more importantly, I'm going to show you how to close those clients onto what we call an RCP system, which stands for regular content plans, and it does away with not knowing when or where your next project is coming from, because it signs up clients onto 12-month retainers, and I'll show you how to adapt that for your unique business. It is going to be one of the most valuable things that you do and a real turning point in your business. So go and click that link in the description right now. I'll see you on that workshop. Take care. Peace.